update. Unfortunately, it's not looking good because if you remember, I was told by the Holy Spirit very recently that I have to be reincarnated with the two worst abusers, and my mother represents, or she's a microcosm of the macrocosm. So my mother is a microcosm of the abuse or how the Catholic Church behaves, and my brother is a microcosm of the macrocosm, or microcosm of the English political class. I'll come to that in a minute, but I went round to see my mother yesterday, and see if she was all right and if I could help her with anything. And as soon as I walked in, she said, "Don't ever call me an ambulance again." I said, "Sorry, Mum." And she says, "When I got in there, they said I didn't need an ambulance." And I said, "Mum, what have you convinced yourself of now?" And she said, I said, "Look, paramedics came round, checked out, and they insisted, you were saying that you didn't want to go into hospital, and they absolutely insisted that, it was critical. Your saturation was 60. I thought you died on the way out, but you were revived by, fluid, IV fluids and oxygen, and then when you got in there, that you had a chest infection anyway, and you had to go on IV antibiotics. So, well, you're just talking rubbish." I saved your life again, and because I turned up, I wasn't there for 3 months because she got she didn't want to hear a truth that I mean, like I said before, she'd rather kill me than hear the truth, and that's definitely now the Holy Spirit has told me there's definitely a parallel there between my mum and the Catholic Church. So historically, and now, where they're actually trying to kill me for telling them the truth. So, but she basically said, her last words were, I said, "You're so ungrateful, really." I turned the Holy Spirit, I didn't say the Holy Spirit, but I know, I said to the Holy Spirit, "I haven't seen my mum for ages because I've got to make a point, because she's, gone and turned brother against brother, got my brother to get 4 of his mates together to come around and give me a good kick in, basically, for simply saying that prophecy that you all covered up in collaboration with the Catholic Church was about saving the human race from imminent extinction." She didn't like it. It pricked her conscience, so she does what she usually does, and, tries to kill me. I'm used to it now. So she said her last words were, "I don't want to be saved." Okay, so wow. Yeah, so if that's what's... honestly, Mum, you really do want to be saved, because my angels have got a room prepared for you, and whether you scream and, try and kill them, they're going to make you watch the truth. I never could. I thought I could, but I found it impossible. I never could. But they're going to make you watch the truth. And Mum, you're not going to be thinking, "I don't want to be saved," by the time you get there. If that's a parallel to the Catholic Church, which I know it is because the Holy Spirit's told me now, then that's what they're still saying. They're saying, "I don't want to be saved." Honestly, Pope Francis, you do want to be saved, because if you're not saved, there's nowhere else to go. There's no kingdom of Lucifer. There's no kingdom of Satan. I control everything, heaven. So, and it's, fear him, that's me, who can kill both the... we won't just be killing, by the way, we won't just be making you extinct. We don't... I don't torture people, but in rare circumstances, such as this, you'll be getting a good kick in before we finally get rid of you. I've gone back on a rescue mission for you, to save the last pope, yeah? And you can't even be bothered to, and to save the earth, and you nuke me with the very stuff that I'm coming back to save the earth, and you knew as well. I was prophesizing a warning about nuclear radiation, and you try and nuke me with the same stuff. That's the N mooring, 22 moorings, Sutton Cheney Wharf, CV1308L. Any independent researcher, turn up, walk to the end, and there is absolute proof, because the only people with access to that stuff is the British government. So absolute proof of an assassination tape. Everyone will tell you that no one else has been there since or after. It's an end mooring that no one ever used. I only used it because it was so isolated. Like I say, I can remember it clearly as anything now. I'm lying there. It must be like 2 in the morning. I can hear a helicopter coming. I'm thinking, okay, here we go again. Surely not. Helicopter flies maybe 30 feet above my boat at like 3 in the morning in a rural location that no helicopter would be, and suddenly I can hear all this metallic fragment stuff falling on my fiberglass boat, and I'm lying there thinking, right, I've just been dirty bombed. And I got out, right, I said to myself, what was that for? I hadn't uploaded a YouTube video for years. This is 2019. It was all over. I had no traffic on YouTube or anything. Before I knew that everybody knew I was Jesus. But I actually said out loud, I said, this country has gone nuts. It's gone nuts. I haven't uploaded a YouTube video for ages. I'm getting dirty bombed, radioactive dirty bombed, a helicopter in the middle of the night in my fiberglass boat that I bought for 2,000. It's just nuts. This is absolute. I've got 3 Geiger counters off the scales. Go up there and confirm it yourself, okay? I'm not lying to you. I'm going to look a right, dickhead if I am, because you can go and post your findings on BitChute or YouTube. Okay, so how do you explain that? It's impossible to explain any other way, which is why it was part of remembering her crimes. It was a crime that was concealed from me while I was trying to make peace with them. And it was brought back into my remembrance because it's the smoking gun. That's why we let it happen. Yeah, I'm still alive, however many years later. You go up there, and like I say, I knew at the time, even without radiation detectors, it's just so obvious. A helicopter flies 30 feet over your boat, middle of the night, and you can hear all this metal fragments falling on your boat. What else? I said straight away, I've just been dirty bombed. This country has gone insane. Of course, I was thinking, what the hell was that for? I haven't uploaded a YouTube video for months or longer. But obviously, there's only one thing that explains such crazy behaviour, and that's a very nasty, malicious office of Antichrist, which tries to kill Jesus on a rescue mission to save the earth from radiation with radiation.